G'day guys, DYLIEDOG here. Now today we're going to be setting our minds back when Apex Legends was first released. Wasn't it a magical time? The game had such potential, and now every time you jump into a match and you're thinking, oh, for the love of God, please let the servers work for once. But guys, today I thought it'd be a good time, since we are closing into the end of Season 10 of Apex Legends, we can set our minds back to Week 1 of Apex Legends back in February of 2019. Back where it all began. When there were no new legends, there was only 8 to choose from. Caustic and Gibraltar were the worst legends in the game, and the Wingman was one of the most OP and unskilled weapons in Apex Legends. Now thinking about it, I'm sure a lot of you guys actually never got to experience Apex Legends on day one. Now I was one of the lucky people who played early on, and despite many flaws in the game, when I do look back at that sort of content, it always leaves some sort of feeling of nostalgia in my mind. So now let's cast our minds back, and first of all we'll take the original lobby screen of Apex Legends. Now this one takes me back to a simpler time. So simple, just having the legend in the middle, and even though it was quite a dark looking background, it still brings that nostalgic feeling to me. But before we jump into our favourite map, we have to choose a legend to play, and we take a look at the original OG Apex Legends roster. Now for people who don't know, yes, the original roster, you still had to unlock Mirage and Caustic. Just a little fun fact for you, with Caustic and me, even though he was so bad back in Season 0, he was the first character that I unlocked. Now I just wanted to show you guys a little look at the original Apex store. Now to be honest, even though the store has changed, it really hasn't made much of a difference and not much to talk about. But now, of course, we have to jump into our favourite map of Kings Canyon. And I mean, where else to land but our best part of the map, where myself and everyone else in the world would land, of course, is Skulltown. And man, I miss Skulltown every single day. And what did those creeps at Respawn do? They bloody blew it up to have this waste of space on Kings Canyon. I mean, what a disappointment for players who come into play now. But now let's forget about that and we'll jump into a game. And even the UI has changed from the first week, where you can see the legends look quite different here on the health bars. And if you take a look right back, you could actually equip any sort of scope to your SMG, except for the sniper scopes. Back here you can actually see the R99 here could equip the 2 to 4 scope. It could also equip the 3 scope as well. And these aren't the only changes that have happened. The Deathbox UIs look actually quite different as well. Yes, of course, I mean looting had a massive upgrade in my opinion, but it still always looks cool to take a look back at what it used to look like. Now of course, way back when Apex launched, everyone kind of sucked. And even though I've never got much better, you could always still stack out your stats at the end of the game. And back when Apex Legends first launched, the final screen before you went back to the lobby to check how you did in the game actually looked quite different as well. Now you clearly see here, they still had banners and poses, but you can see it actually looks quite different back then from what it does now. Now I do agree that a lot of the changes that Apex have made are a lot better than what they were back in day one, but these little things will always have a special place in my heart. God, I sound like an absolute loser talking about Apex Legends right now, but I did have a lot of nostalgia factor in this game. Now, one thing that was really bad at the launch of Apex Legends were the countless bugs. Some that have actually been written in Apex lore. One of my favourites had to be the Gibraltar gun shield caustic trap glitch, where if Gibraltar held up his gun shield, you could actually stack a bunch of gas traps on that shield. Now that was absolutely epic. And now of course we have the legends and weapons. So I thought it would be fun, at the end of this video, to give you guys a look at a side-by-side comparison between some of the different things in Apex Legends from OG Apex in Season 0 in Week 1 to Apex Legends in Season 10. So we will be comparing things like the Wingman, the Longbow, WRAITH, and many more things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look down memory lane, and if you did, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for your daily Apex Legends content. But anyway guys, DYLIEDOG, we'll catch us all later.